All right, all right, all right. I'm back and I'm better already. As you can see, look at that. The intro is actually going. I don't have a bunch of uh, random stuff popping up on the screen, and we might actually be uh, streaming some quality video here. So I'm excited. And as you can see, you can already see my progression. Look back a couple days ago when I was struggling to figure out how to turn this thing on through StreamYard and set everything up and have everything in the right place, and now we're here, getting better every day. That's just little increments of getting better, and taking advantage of the compound effect that's going to kick in. So yeah, it's getting better already. This is day 3 of using StreamYard. So love it. Welcome to all my Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube family. For Instagram is going to be on mobile, so I'll see you there. But I'm going to get into something that's really important for what's going on right now. This is not just a anytime thing. This is not a post, a talk that would be as relevant in January or July, but is really important right now. So just lock in with me. Just please, I'm telling you, if you're here, if you've made it 30 seconds in, if you've made it 1 minute in, just stick with me. This is gonna be really good and really beneficial for anybody. This can be beneficial for your grandma, your nephew, your ex. Send this to your ex. Send this to your cousin. Send this to your coworker, whoever it is. This can really be beneficial for anybody. So I really want everybody to lock in here as you can. So I want to speak on something that's really important to me, and that is the separation season. And I'm really just getting a better hang of this. I really took advantage of it the past 2 years. I guess this will be my third quote unquote separation season I'm going into that. I have a little bit of a different mindset, going on 3 years now in my personal development journey, professional development journey, and learning how to separate myself, not just from others, but from my previous self. Yeah, I wake up every day, today matters. Today's the most important day. Today's the best day of my life. And how can I get better today? How can I become a better young man today? How can I become a better partner today? How can I become a better friend, a better entrepreneur, a better leader, a better, son, whatever it is, how to get better every day. And there's certain times in the year, especially what we're in right now. So today is November 15th. And so for the next 6 weeks until the new year, until even after the new year, for 6 to 7 weeks is the most important, most significant, and most dramatic separation season of the entire year. This 6 weeks is probably the most important 6 weeks of the entire year to get ahead of others, separate yourself from others, and also your previous self. So I'm gonna try to get my notes pulled up here just a sec. But this is really important because most people are just okay with kind of being where they're at. Most people are okay with just being with others. Most people just kind of follow what others are doing. Most people would say, if you gave them a questionnaire, would you say, like, are you a leader? Most people would really claim themselves to be a leader of some sort. Maybe you're the captain of your sports team or whatever, or maybe you were in some organization in college. But most people would say today that they are leaders, even though they're doing exactly what everybody else is doing, which is interesting to say the least. But during this time, this is when you can really go from being stuck or being in the rut, or just coming to the end of just another year. Oh, it's another year. I didn't do everything that I wanted to, but I'm definitely going to next year. And that's what people say. And that's why every single year is the exact same. If every single season is the exact same, if every single year is the exact same, your entire life will be the exact same. And what you're experiencing now will be that you'll have the same life, about the same network, about the same net worth, about the same quality of life in 5 years and 10 years and 20 years if you don't change something and start changing something at some point. To change your life, you got to change. To change some things in your life, you got to change some things in your life. And if there's ever been a season where a time when you really want to just get ahead of the pack and not just settle, this is really it. So I want to dive in. But what's really important here to understand is that I'm trying to pull up my stuff here. Okay, there we go. I want to not just speak to the high achievers, but also speak to the people that feel like they belong. Like I'm saying, like some people subconsciously feel like they don't want to leave the pack. They don't want to go ahead of their friends and be better or accomplish more because they want to be a part of the team. They want to be a part of the squad. You know, those friends that like, oh, just want to be around. They just want to be there. They just want to be a part, just want to be around everybody. Maybe somebody on the sports team or somebody in your club or something, or maybe someone in your friend group, you know, like, wow, do they really add a lot of value? Or are they really talented, whatever? Maybe, I don't know, but they just want to be around the team. And so some people will literally not outperform others. Some people will not get ahead in life or take significant action to grow themselves personally or professionally because they subconsciously don't want to be not better than their friends. They don't really want to achieve more than their friends or grow more than their friends, because then they want to be around them. They want to be exactly like them and be comfortable right where they're at. And the thing is that, you know, even if you're an athlete, it's hard to catch up to an athlete when they're going 110% before you without even letting up. And the time where you can make the most games is in these separation seasons. And most people say, like I'm saying, everybody takes time off, right? And you're going to say, Cody, you don't understand. I have a family. Like, don't you value family? Don't you value the holidays? Like, yeah, I value family. I value the holidays. I value the meaning of it. I do value significance of reflecting on the year and spending time with, you know, friends, loved ones, that crap. But I don't value taking my foot off the gas for 2 months. I don't value eating bad for 2 months just because everybody else is. I don't value just taking a bunch of time off that I don't need to just because everybody else is during this time, during the 6-7 week period. I don't value going above and beyond my means and taking out loans and running up every credit card during this time just because everybody else does. I don't value that. And during this time is when this is the time for the next 2 months is when I will start lapping people. I'll be running circles and lapping people, and you can too. You can start to run laps and run circles around people, because while they're eating, drinking like a fish and taking time off and not doing anything focused towards their future and towards their goals, because they're just going to do it in January, February. It's the January, February is going to come. You're going to be going 120%. You're going to have gone around the track 100 times. You've been doing laps and circles around them for 2 months, and they're just trying to gain momentum. And then by February, they're going to say, yo, what the hell did you do? Because how are you so far ahead? How is your body like that? How is your fitness so strong? How are you making sales like that? How'd you open another company? How'd you launch another idea? How'd you read 7 books? That's what they're going to say when you do laps around people during this time. So I just want to reiterate that Thanksgiving is a holiday. It's not a holiday week. Okay. You don't need to eat and sit around for 5 days with your family to enjoy Thanksgiving. Christmas is a holiday, not a holiday month. Okay, we don't need to sit around and eat every single dessert and drink every single alcohol and eggnog and take as many days off as possible just because there is a holiday in that month. New Year's is a holiday, not a holiday week or holiday month. It's a day, it's a night. Go enjoy the evening, be safe, do your thing, vibe out, whatever you like, and get back to work. The problem is, though, most people just want to belong. Most people don't want to do more than what others are doing. Most people don't want to do less than what others are doing. If they don't want to go to less parties. They don't want to be less involved in family and friends things. They want to be all involved. But you can be the high achiever. You can be the 1% person that stands out over the next 2 months more than anybody. And so how do you actually do this? Okay. I'm talking all foo-foo. I'm talking all, cool, inspirational, motivational, but what can you actually do? In what areas can you actually do this? Here you go. So in some very basic areas to actually do this, the obvious: fitness in the body, fitness and nutrition. So for me, I don't even have a gym membership. Okay. I don't have a gym membership. I don't go to a gym. I don't even work out that much, but I exercise and stretch and do some yoga and do some YouTube videos. Literally, I do YouTube videos for like 10, 20 minutes in the living room floor, on the carpet, or literally on the balcony when it's nice outside. That's it. And not even every day. But people really think that it's either 0 or 100. Most people think like, well, I'm just gonna eat my face off and drink my face off, or I'm gonna, be David Goggins and go to the gym 3 times a day. Neither are necessary. And so that's where I'm kind of finding this happy medium. Like, I don't need to be ripped. I don't need to be freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just need to be healthy, locked in, and focused to work on me and achieve my goals. Nutrition. You don't have to be perfect all day. I eat dessert all the time. Saturday night, I ate almost a whole pizza. But then most of the time, I'm good. 80% of the time, I'm locked in. 80% of the time, I'm putting good stuff in my body. So I'm good. I'm just saying you don't have to eat every dessert at every party. What if you just chose to, over this next 6 weeks, over the next 6 to 8 weeks, what if you just chose a couple parties where you drink and have the desserts? What if you just chose that, I'm only going to have a bite or two of the cake and the cookies. I don't need to just say F it because everybody else is saying F it and just eating the whole cake and eating the whole pie. You don't have to do that. You can separate yourself, not just from others, but from your previous self. And what about a separation moment with your family? What if you just planned like a special day with your family? What if you planned some activities, some positive activities? What if you, did a church service? You haven't been to your church service in a couple years, maybe because of, I don't know, circumstances. I don't know. But what if you went and did a nice, fun church service with your friends or family? What if you did a community activity? There's a lot of like feed the homeless, community activities during the holidays. What if you picked up something like that, ran a turkey trot? What if you just in general, what if you just worked a little harder or just put in a little more time than other people? And this part you can take regardless of the time of the year, regardless of the month, regardless of holidays. What if you just worked hard straight from 1 p.m. on Friday to 5 p.m. on Friday? Okay, yeah, I'm literally just going to talk. This is just Friday. I'm talking Friday afternoon. What if you actually just worked hard, unlike everybody else, from Friday 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.? All studies show that whether employees, entrepreneurs, students, whatever, the most unproductive time during the weekdays, the work week, is 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday. So literally, what if you just made a couple more calls than everybody else in your office on Friday afternoon? What if you just sent a couple more emails than everybody else in your office on Friday afternoon? That's it. And literally just doing those little things could massively separate yourself from most people because they let off the gas. Literally, Friday lunch, I remember I was that guy. Friday lunch in the office, after Friday lunch, I'm doing the least. And I'm counting down, watching the hour, watching my computer at my job, at my cubicle, just waiting from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. to pass. So if you can just be productive in that time, you're already beating most people out, including your previous self. The smallest consistent actions can really separate us from others. Like I said, Friday afternoon time and Saturdays are the biggest time all year long, all the time. Sundays, some people can be productive, like groceries, laundry, meal prep, something like that. But really, Friday afternoons and Saturdays year long are incredible, especially during the next 6 to 8 weeks. So really, another cool thing too, and I got this from Ed Milet. But he said, separate yourself this holiday season, this separation season, by talking about positivity, talking about new plans, talking about goals, talk about the things you want to do with your life, talk about the good things you have going for you, instead of getting involved in gossip and trash talk at every holiday party. And I know because I would always just go along with the gossip and trash talk when I went, home and seen hometown friends, holidays, parties. Remember the old times. Oh, remember him or her, they were a bad person or talking trash or whatever the case is. It's so easy to get, wrapped up in that. So what if you just stood up for yourself and stood up for others this holiday season and said, yo, I'm not about the gossip anymore. Y'all can do your thing. You can keep talking about high school. You can keep talking about college. You can keep talking about, how you blacked out on spring break 7 years ago. But I'm going to do me. I got to focus on me. I got to be positive. So I'm just going to be over here. And that can separate you from like 99% of people. And a personal goal of mine, and you can do this too, but make more calls this holiday season. I literally just heard this and I'm like, I've been thinking about this too. And then I hear it. I'm like, okay, that's God. That's like, yo, you need to do it. So I'm gonna make more calls this holiday season. Call family members. Call I have all my grandparents are still alive all over the place. Even my great grandparents, recently just passed. I had a bunch of them too. So making calls to people you love, people you haven't talked to for a while, people that were like maybe a meaningful friend you used to have, a close friend you used to have, make calls and not just a text, because everybody gets copy and paste texts during the holidays. Send more audio voice messages, send more cards and texts early. I already got, it's weird. It's my first time ever, but in November, I got cards and I'm going to set intentions of making a list and sending out cards and stuff early. That way to separate myself and others, just saying, hey, I'm busy this holiday season. Like, I just wanted to, I want to send you this early. I want to be the first one to greet you for the holidays. So sending gifts and cards early is my intention. Can be for you too. That way it doesn't, become stressful, and also to separate yourself from others and say, hey, I was the first one. They'll remember that letter. They'll remember that call because it was early and it wasn't in the midst of the mess. Less than 1% of people, unfortunately, less than 1% of people will take any of these actions at all. Less than 1% of people will act on anything that I say here or anything else anybody else says here to get ahead or to be positive during the holiday season. So separate yourself by having more fun too. Like, when you're winning, when you're feeling good, and looking good and in this flow state and getting ahead of others, separating yourself from others, getting ahead of your previous self, separating yourself from your previous self, in 2 months from now, but it's November. By the time January, February comes, you could be a completely different person. You could look completely different. You could earn more money. You could get a better job. You could, make more money in your job. And a million things. You could be a better dad. You could be a better mom. You could literally start the business, start the company that you have been waiting for. I'm starting a new company, a new branding in my name, completely me, a project that I've been wanting to do, and I'm finally just committing during the separation season. And then people will come out of it when they look up from the eggnog, when they look up from the apple pie, when they look up from their presents, they're going to see all my stuff and already a new company's launched and all this work that I did over this 6 to 8 week period when everybody else was letting off the gas. So if you can just commit to a couple of these small actions, you will be in full momentum, and these results will already be adding up and compounding while everybody else is just looking up at the new year. It's going to be January for everybody else. It's going to be January 6th, January 8th, and they haven't even got anything to action. Maybe they did one new thing, like go to the gym. They went there once or twice the first week, and they're not even on it anymore. They're already discouraged. So it's January 6th, January 8th. They're out of they're not even in momentum yet. They probably won't even find it until February. You've already been rocking and rolling. You've already been in momentum. You've already done 2 months of consistent work and habits and actions that nobody else would take. Nobody else was willing to. And so you will be able to experience the bliss and have more fun and win more in the new year by setting yourself up now. So go do it.